Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War Zombies is turning out to be one of the most beloved zombies experiences in years. YouTubers and die-hard fans alike seem to be loving the new changes and gameplay elements they've implemented. So naturally, nobody in the right mind would ever dare say anything negative to ruin the status of this experience. There are some things I do not like about the game. Okay, so just bear in mind, I don't dislike the game, I actually quite like it. Specifically, a lot of the gameplay is really solid, but I just think there's a few key elements that the game is missing. If you happen to be watching this and you are a really big fan of this game, then don't let my opinion sway your judgment of this game. If you like it, you should like it, and you shouldn't let my opinion of something change what your view of something is. Because what do I know? Well, I know there's a few things that I think that I don't like, but other than that, what do I know? Anyways, onwards to what I don't like about this game. What could I possibly not like? The gameplay elements have been updated and everything seems cool, right? Well, yeah, that's true, but there is one element about this game that I think that they missed. Something that they actually forgot to put in that I thought was really a key part of zombies. Atmosphere. Zombies just used to feel so much more engaging when the maps were so much more atmospheric. I think probably Black Ops 1 was the best game to showcase that. I mean, you could just literally, I could give a still image of any part of the map and you can still easily identify what map it was just by that still image. You could always get a sense of what the map was like just by looking at it. But for some reason in Die Maschine, I don't get that same feeling. Why did these maps feel atmospheric but Die Maschine doesn't? It does everything right, the gameplay elements are there, everything seems in order. Well, one of the first problems you do run into is the intro cutscene, or their lack of intro cutscene. That just sort of loads in like any normal multiplayer map. Isn't that a downer? I mean, the intro cutscene used to get you hyped up when you first played it. You got a little taste, a little flavour of what the map was going to be like before you played. Even something as simple as Richtofen giving a quote at the start of the map once it loads up gives you at least some sort of history of what the characters have gone through. But no, now it's just you spawn in as any random arsehole with a gun. But what's really strange is that there's 4 characters that talk to you on the comms as if they were the original characters that were designed for the map. But instead they just sort of talk to you on the comms a million miles away from you in, I don't know, Colombia somewhere, whilst you do mundane tasks around the map. Sorry, can I play as you? You seem a lot more integral to this map and this what little story this game has. Okay, I guess it is kind of cool that you can have a multitude of characters to choose from. You can have a lot more customization in what kind of character you can choose for the map, but I just don't think it's worth sacrificing that for the story. Another thing that doesn't help how I feel about this game is the HUD. Now, the HUD is very subjective. Some people don't mind a lot of things on the HUD, others really despise it. For me personally, I don't mind something being on the HUD as long as the information on it is important enough to be there. The HUD in Cold War Zombies? I really don't like it. It's a little bit more spaced out and cleaner than Black Ops 4's HUD. Black Ops 4's HUD was a lot more pushed in and is a little bit more cluttered. But there are so many more things on this HUD, especially things that I don't need. Now, there are certain things you can get rid of on the HUD. You can get rid of the hit markers, damage counters, the health bars, but you can't get rid of the on-screen points that you get when you kill a zombie. I really don't need a Battle Royale style compass at the top of my screen, although to be fair, you can get rid of that one. But one of the most intrusive parts of the HUD, the mini-map, you cannot get rid of that. I'm always aware it's there, it's always in my field of view, and it always spoils my immersion of the game. It's so obtrusive. The one thing it is very good for is being able to tell how many zombies are left in a certain round, so you don't then accidentally kill the last zombie. That, I will admit, it is very useful for, but I just don't think it's worth the sacrifice of it being an obtrusive part of the HUD. Okay, I really don't need an update every single time I open a door, tear up my weapon, or pack-a-punch it every single time at the top corner of my screen over the round number, something that's actually important, but at least it gave me an update for that. Thanks, game. I don't know what I'd do about this information, but thank you. I already knew that. I don't know if that had something to do with the fact that I did it 1 second ago. Got a bit emotional there. That's fine. Terribly sorry. I apologize to everyone. I'll get back right on track. Okay, I know me ranting about the HUD constantly sounds like a bit of an over-exaggeration, but it's something that really takes you out of the experience. Having a really obtrusive HUD has a huge psychological effect. Okay, tell you what, let's do a test. We're gonna do this test on probably one of the best looking maps in Call of Duty Zombies history. That's right, we're gonna do this on Shangri-La. Oh my sweet Lord baby Jesus, this map looks beautiful. Ah, this looks and feels so great. Oh, that's not supposed to be there. That's alright, it's cool, it's all gravy, it's fine. I mean, it's not gonna really expect the experience too much, I guess. Oh, we got this here now. Oh, yes, okay, alright, no, not too bad. This. Gotta have your skull streaks and your tenants rewards. A bit more of this. Oh, yes, now there's the Dallas hit markers. Oh, yes.
The door! You just opened the door! You need to notice you opened the door!
Yeah, the map doesn't feel or look as good to play all of a sudden, does it? And this is the problem I have with Die Maschine. I think the map's laid out pretty nicely. It's a really nicely laid out map, and I think it could look really nice. But because of the HUD, it just doesn't feel that way. There's also a few things that they changed about the game that I just thought took a bit of fun out of the game for me. No Pack-a-Punch animation. Really? Just poof, my gun's Pack-a-Punch? No intense situation of Pack-a-Punch to your weapon, waiting for it and being like, come on, no, this is an intense situation, let me Pack-a-Punch, it's just poof. No, again, it's good for gameplay, but kind of takes the fun out of it, really. Only 6 perks to choose from? Really? And you can just buy them all anyway? I mean, okay, I like the fact that you can buy more than 4 this time, but only 6? Really? That's all I've got to choose from? Most maps in Black Ops 1 had more to choose from than that. The armor station and equipment stations are a nice idea, but they don't really look that inventive. I mean, I remember when they introduced the Gobble Gun machine, that looked really wacky and cool when they introduced it. It looked like a nice little mystical element. These just look really boring. I don't know, I feel like they just could have been a little bit more inventive with the way these things look aesthetically. What about some of the other new changes they've made? Something like the tier upgrades. Yes, yeah, you know I'm gonna like that. I wasn't setting up for a joke, I actually like that. No, I'm actually being serious. I like the tier system. Yeah, you thought this was just gonna be a rant about me saying constant negative things about the game. Wrong! I can like things in this game if I want to. Okay, all jokes aside, yeah, I really like the tier system. I like how it's implemented. I like the new way that you progress your gun through the game rather than getting a decent gun out of the box and just pack-a-punching it once. I mean, I like it. What can I say? It even speeds up the first few rounds of the game, which are usually quite slow. Like, it's good. It's a good change to the game. I don't mind changes to the game as long as they're good changes, and this is one of them. Now, there is one thing about the future that I do worry about with the DLCs in Cold War Zombies. With everything being catered towards how the gameplay is implemented and how the game feels, I'm not entirely sure that when the DLCs come out, they're gonna feel unique enough to stand out. Hell, there's even been rumours of the next DLC being a remastered version of Kino der Toten, a map that we've already had. Not even that, but a map we've already had remastered. But even if this is just a rumour, say the next map is going to be in a completely original layout of a map. Outside of the aesthetic changes to the map and maybe possibly 1 or 2 boss zombies and a few new wonder weapons, what outside of that can they do to make the map stand out and be unique as a DLC map? In all honesty, with how the game feels, I'm not sure that there's a lot they can do to make that change. Even if I thought they could introduce some sort of new boss zombie, I'm not even entirely sure they're gonna do that. I like the new Elite Zombies, they're actually a kind of a fun challenge and a nice idea, but I do feel like they are going to show up again. And not just in one map, but in multiple maps, despite whether they fit the theme of the map or not. In the challenges for Cold War, there's a section where you can unlock certain camos for killing an amount of elite zombies as part of your challenges. Now, why would they put that challenge in the game? I mean, 15 elite kills just to unlock all the camos in that section. I mean, that's a lot for one gun. I mean, it's almost as if they were going to make another appearance in another map at some point in time. I don't know, that's just speculation, that's just a feeling that I've got, but if it does happen, I said it here first. So yeah, that's really all my thoughts on Cold War Zombies. The arcade style gameplay is no doubt good, but I just miss the days of Zombies when it used to mix that gameplay with the atmosphere and the aesthetics and all the immersion it used to have in the game. It had a nice mix of those two elements. But again, that's just my opinion. It's certainly nothing no one has to necessarily agree with, it's just something that I offer. I'll definitely upload a few more videos of this game than Zombies at least. And something else that I've got planned, possibly for Christmas Day, something that you might find quite appealing. That was a clue, by the way, and it's the only one you're getting, so count your blessings. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed the video, and let me know your thoughts on Cold War Zombies. I'd be delighted to hear what you have to say about it. I hope you all have a phenomenal day. So stay cool, stay safe, and take care. See you later. Goodbye.